What's up guys, Mitchell Watts with Town & Country TV, and today we have our hands on the F-150 Raptor R, the supercharged V8 F-150 Raptor. And since we're the world's last person to get our hands on a Raptor R, we thought we would make a very different video than what we're used to making. And in this video, we're going to completely unbox it, unwrap it, just like it is from the factory, because this truck literally just rolled in, as dirty as it is with all the plastic. And we're also going to weigh it, we're going to race it, and we're going to give you a quick walk around. That is coming up on Town & Country TV. But first, let's get this thing unwrapped. And that is what it's like to unwrap and unbox a brand new F-150 Raptor R. Hopefully that little clip was as satisfying to watch as it was to actually make it. And this is the final product. Yes, I got my hands a little dirty and washed it as well, but this color looks amazing, especially once it's cleaned up. And I'll tell you that this thing has drawn a lot of attention, especially to the people who know what it is. So the first thing I want to do, I'm going to pop the hood. We're going to go ahead and get the main stuff out of the way. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on it since a lot of people have already shown it, but this particular F-150 is, because it's an R, is featured with a 5.2 liter V8 supercharged that is directly out of the the GT500. And as you can see, the engine bay has not been detailed yet, but that's going to come before the customer gets a chance to take delivery of this vehicle. Speaking of delivery, I think we got allocated 2. I'm not quite sure on that, but I do know that all of our Raptor Rs are spoken for, so please don't call us asking if we have an allocation. We don't have any more to help you, so I apologize about that. This video is not to sell you anything, it's just to kind of give you a unique perspective of the Raptor R that you may not have seen before. But a lot of horsepower, a lot of torque, and really a fun little vehicle to drive. It definitely sounds a lot different, but the question is it worth the $111 MSRP? $111,000 is the MSRP on this particular F-150. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? As far as the outside, there are a few things that will differentiate a Raptor R from a normal Raptor. Notice that this grille is painted black. That is going to be one of your telltale signs, along with this code orange Raptor R logo located inside of that grille. You'll also notice that the front bumper is painted black instead of that magnetic or carbonized gray on a normal Raptor. You'll also notice that the power dome hood that Ford has on here is also raised up a little bit more. I'm not sure if that's to make any extra clearance. I don't think it is, but I do know that it is designed to give it that more masculine look on the vehicle. If you're interested in a normal Raptor, it comes with a V6, obviously. But on that package, you have the ability to go with 35-inch tires, or you can go the 37-inch performance package, which gives you the 37-inch tires, a slightly larger lift, and yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a few other things, but that's pretty much it. Every single Raptor R comes automatically with that 37-inch performance package. So it's basically like, you know, in a nutshell, they took the most loaded out Raptor, slapped a V8 in it. But I think it absolutely turns out well. You've got your beadlock capable wheels that all you have to do is go into your Ford dealer. You can buy that beadlock kit, flip the tire to the outside, and then beadlock it down, and that way you've got perfect access to off-road desert racing or rock crawling if that's something that's interested to you. But let's take a look at the inside real quick. The interior of the Raptor R, in my opinion, is the biggest upgrade over the normal Raptor. You've got the premium Recaro seats with these nice bolsters, but you're not having to deal with the, in my opinion, ugly blue seats. I love the solid black. I love those seats. I'm just not a blue interior kind of a person. You still have that red or code orange Raptor R logo in the seat back, which I think is fantastic. The same exact logo is found on the center console, but I love the mix of the code orange and the black leather and the black Alcantara. I think it looks fantastic. You'll also notice there's some differences as far as the carbon fiber weave on the dashboard and also over there on the passenger side glove box. I think it absolutely turned out fantastic. And yeah, you still have all of the creature comforts that you would have in a normal F-150, but yet you've got 700 horsepower to do it with. So let's do this. Let's take it for a quick drive. And I also want to know what this thing weighs when it is completely out of gas. At first glance, the thing you'll notice about the F-150 Raptor R is that it's just like driving a normal F-150 Raptor. And I actually like the fact that it's not crazy over the top in appearance, so that way you don't have every Tom, Dick, and Harry acting crazy every time you pull up to a gas station. But if you know, you know, and you're going to get a lot of people that talk about this vehicle if you're interested and kind of follow the world of high performance trucks. But that is why you buy the Raptor R. And the poor cameraman Josh had no idea I was fixing to do that. I'm sure he figured it eventually was going to happen, but man, I tell you, it's does not feel as fast as my F-150 Lightning. And this is not one of those statements like, oh, I'm pro EV or I'm anti-EV. I just look at trucks that I like, and I like both this and the F-150 Lightning. It does feel like the Lightning is a smidge faster, but I think that's primarily because the F-150 Lightning is a lot smoother and that torque comes on instantaneously. You'll probably find the 0 to 60 time is almost identical. Maybe this one's a little bit faster, but that instant torque on the Lightning does feel a little bit faster. Does that deter me from buying the F-150 Raptor R at all? No, it doesn't. But it does make it a lot more difficult to justify the $20,000 or $30,000 price difference between those two. And I'm counting in my situation where I bought my F-150 Lightning, the MSRP was right at 80. The MSRP on this is 111. And the crazy thing is there's so many dealers that are actually getting 50, 60, 70 grand over sticker on these trucks right now. Let's do this. Let's go hop on the interstate. We're going to stop at the truck stop, and we are going to weigh this puppy up. And here is the result, 5,860 pounds. That is before we pulled up to the gas station and filled it all the way up. But yeah, 5,860 is not too bad. And we got a little interstate on-ramp, which we got to be careful with a car in front of us. But just doing 17 miles an hour as a roll and step on it, not too bad. You know, I'm not trying to kill myself or get arrested today, so we're going to stop there. But that was not a bad little trip down to Mexico, right? To talk about the rear suspension, I thought we'd pull up onto Mound TC Customs, where we can pull up here, get this thing flexed out a little bit, which is not bad for 37-inch tires. All right, let's see what this looks like. Okay. Being 6'3", you'd think it'd be easier to get out of this thing. So back here, now that we've got the suspension completely flexed out, you can see what's going on a whole lot better. We've got a set of Fox live valve shocks in the rear, and you've also got the links set up with the coil springs in the rear. That's really one of the things that Ford changed on the Gen 3 Raptor, is they changed this whole rear end system predominantly because they knew they were going to swap over and have a 5.2 liter V8 supercharged with 700 horsepower. And they said, you know what, for economy of scale, it's going to be a lot easier just to make sure every Raptor has that beefed up rear end. Now, there are some things about the Raptor R that are beefed up that are not on a normal Raptor, but for the most part, the rear end is going to be very, very similar to a normal Raptor. And as far as the exhaust is concerned, it looks very similar to a normal Raptor with one addition. It sounds a whole lot different. And the benefit is Ford also gives you the ability to select the different exhaust modes while you're driving down the road. Let's take a listen at a couple of the different sounds, starting from the quietest and going to the loudest. So what are my thoughts on this particular vehicle? I think it is a fantastic motor. The Raptor Gen 3 is already a terrific platform. I'm just frustrated that it took Ford this long to get a 5.2 V8 supercharged into this engine. It would have been awesome if they would have had this as an opportunity on the Gen 2, but there's no reason for crying over spilled milk in the past. It's here now, it's fantastic. And the only other frustration I've got is Ford, you need to build more of them. But I don't know if that's gonna happen because I don't see this engine being around for very much longer with all the emission standards that are coming down very, very fast. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already done so, make sure you head over to tccustoms.com using the link down below, get a free entry into that Bronco giveaway. All you have to do is fill out your information and that'll automatically register you into that giveaway. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe down below with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss a single video. Peace.